All right, so example 3 says for the triangle ABC, side A is 12 inches, side B is 5 inches, and angle A is 31 degrees. Find the remaining sides and angles. And so what did they give me?
Give you capital A, side, angle.
They gave me 2 sides and 1 angle, right? What do I do when I have 2 sides and 1 angle?
Look for a second triangle.
Look for the second triangle.
Draw this one?
No. So, but when I do my setup, I'm going to set up for 2 of them. So I've got my first setup.
And an unknown what H will be, but we do know that it could be a cube or a tooth.
All right, so I know for sure, well, I don't know for sure. We could always have that no solution one, but I should have at least one answer, okay?
Is it the no solution?
But then I could have a second triangle, so I'm going to set up for it as well. And if it doesn't work out, I just cross it out and move on. No big deal, okay? So they told me, was it side A is 12. Whoops. Inches. Side B is 5 inches. And angle A is 31 degrees. So same thing here. Because this is what's given. It's not going to change. Okay, it has to be the same in both triangles. So what do we want to go find first?
Side B. Angle B.
Angle B. So let's see. I have to find angle B. I know side A is 12 over sine of angle A equals side B over sine of angle B. This time I don't know the angle, do I? But we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to cross multiply and divide. So cross multiply the 2 that are known, divide by the 1 that's not. And so we find sine of angle B is equal to 5 times sine of 31 degrees over 12.
Is that a weird symbol or?
What's that?
The B. Like,
No, it's just my B.
oh, okay.
Just my handwriting.
Alright, no big deal.
Alright, so how do we find an angle though? We're going to use the inverse of the arc, okay? My advice would be go ahead and put that 5 sine of 31 degrees divided by 12 into your calculator and get a decimal, and then do inverse sine of that answer.
Inverse sine of the sine of B?
See, this
Inverse sine of whatever you got when you plugged in the 5 sine of 31 divided by 12.
is this the same thing?
And then what do you get for angle B?
12.392.
All right, so angles, let's go ahead and let's round them to 1 decimal place, okay? Unless it tells me otherwise, let's go to 1. So 12.4 degrees. Somebody verify that?
We haven't verifying that. I got 12.4.
All right, so 12.4 degrees is angle B in my first triangle, but because your first quadrant angle is your reference angle, for the second triangle, well, let me write it on the side over here. For your second triangle, to find angle B, you're going to take 180 minus whatever you got in the first triangle. So 180 minus 12.4 is?
180 minus 12.4 is 167.6.
So 167.6 degrees.
Does that mean also angle C and...
Well, here's a question. Can angle B be 167.6 degrees
No.
given the information they gave us?
No.
Why not?
Because 31 is more than 180 and you haven't even done angle C.
All right, very good. There's no room for an angle C, right? We have to have room for it. Also, remember your largest angle has your largest side across from it, right? If 31 degrees has 12 inches, then angle B has to be smaller if it's 5 inches, okay? So this one, the second triangle is not possible on it. But sometimes it will work. And if so, then we just have to finish working both of the problems separately. But we still have that first one. The first one still works. So how are we going to find angle C?
You just add 31 plus 12.4, and then you subtract 180 from.
Good. So angle C is going to be the 180 minus the other two angles added together.
136.6.
So 136.6. Somebody verify that? Oh. Keep going. We got to find side C. And we can do that using the law of sines, right? So I'm going to use A information because it was given to me. So side A over sine of angle A equals, we're looking for side C over sine of angle C. Now, if you round it to more than one decimal place, your answer is going to be a little bit different than ours because it's more exact than ours, okay? The more decimal places you go, the more exact it is. So we're going to cross multiply and divide. So side C is equal to 12 sine of 136.6 degrees over sine of 31 degrees.
16.009.
So 16.009.
009.
16.01.
All right, so 16.009 inches.